How you doing? I'm Ronnie Porto, and I'm the writer and the creator of the Accelerators, which is the first book by Blue Juice Comics. It's a time travel story, and the idea is that in the Accelerators, the time machines can only go forward. So, if you happen to jump into a future where everything's gone wrong and the world is falling apart, your only way out, you can't go back. You have to jump forward to the next future, and then the next one after that. And our characters are a ragtag group of time travelers who get pulled from all different time periods into the future, and they realize that their only way to get out of this place is to jump forward together. They hope that if they go far enough, then maybe they'll find a way back home.
Awesome. So how was the idea branded? Because that's you talk about time traveling and it's always going backwards to fix the future, right?
Yeah.
But you kind of put it on his head and saying, well, we're just going forward.
Well, I love time travel stories. I always wanted to tell a time travel story that was a little bit different than others. And the thing I realized that a lot of time travel stories don't do is they don't think about the future all by itself. They like to think about the past and people going back and changing things and making paradoxes, and all that stuff is really fun, and we get there eventually. But first I really wanted to think about this idea of time and the idea of time passing. And once you do something, it's done. And once you're in the future, once things have happened, there's no going back. So I want to tell a story that really got that feeling across.
Gotcha. So for people that, avid readers, right, that you look at a novel or you look at a normal comic book, maybe 30 minutes to an hour to go through it. Like, tell us how, like, from the process of hey, I got this storyline to hey, here's the book. Like, how long does that take? Like, what is the actual process of getting a book into the reader's hands?
So with comic books, there's obviously a bunch of steps to the process, right? There's having the idea, there's writing the idea, there's the drawing, and the drawing, of course, has a lot of different steps. There's the pencils, the inks, the colors, the letters at the end. Usually, the way that comic books work is that the artist and the writer have to sort of work together in an interesting combination. It's different every time. You have to figure out, okay, so maybe the artist is going to work with the writer's script, and then the writer's going to go change things again to bring things back into focus. You never know. It's a different combination. It depends on how many artists, how many writers, and how long you have. But especially if you're going to try to make a comic book that's going to be in stores, then even after you finish the whole book and you got the thing ready, there's the publishing part, there's the distribution part. So for us, it usually takes about a year before an issue that we start writing actually makes it into the stores, makes it actually into people's hands.
Wow.
And yeah, it's just like anything else. It's the same thing with movies, same things with plays. Just having the idea is a great first step, but it doesn't end there.
That's awesome. So anyone that wants to get your comic books, where can they go to get your comic books?
So, the good news is that Blue Juice Comics and the Accelerators, they're everywhere. You can order them in stores. They're available through Diamond, which means that almost every comic book store in the country will have a copy of the Accelerators for you. And if they don't, you can ask the comic book store to order you the Accelerators, and they can do it no problem. We also are digital. You can get us on Amazon, you can get us on Comixology, you can get us on iTunes, you can get us in all the ways, any way that you want to read us, you have that opportunity. But also, you could come and check us out at bluejuicecomics.com, or check us out on Facebook, and you can contact us through that, and you can have things ordered directly. So we're everywhere you need us.